Yes, you can hug them. Hugging's wonderful. I think a lot of people are hug deficient, kind of like being vitamin D deficient. And we don't have enough love in your life, you've got some energetic problems. And that's what a lot of people have now. And so what do? They turn to drugs, they turn to alcohol, they turn to different things any way that they think is going to help fill that void. And again, I say this once in a while just to remind people, there's a lot of people that did agree with me on a lot of these things years ago, and now there's something else that stepped in, or there's a part of them that stepped out. It's almost as if there's two personalities. It's almost as if their brain has gone into shutdown mode as a result of low levels PTSD, post-traumatic stress disorder. Not in the same sense exactly as what the troops are going through, but PTSD nonetheless. So traumatized by what's going on, so bothered by what's going on that just something, they're just not strong enough to hold their awareness, to hold their strength, you know, to move forward. And if you have a passion for the New World Order, if you love to have your butt get slapped by the Mac Daddy Illuminati top dog, we would love to hear from you at 503-288-4442, because silence is very, very loud at this time. It's almost as if this is entertainment for you. And I know for many, many people, it is entertainment to watch someone get animated, to get passionate about liberty, about the fact that we're moving into a police state, passionate that we need to do something about it, that we need to scream from the mountaintops, but also understand this is about consciousness. And unless we stop warring with one another, we ain't changing nothing. You're not changing nothing unless you develop an ability to love your fellow brother and sister. We're not changing anything. You know, so many people want to ask me what my opinion is about health care. A system that's responsible for the deaths of well over 1 million in Iraq and Afghanistan and more in the future doesn't give a damn about your health care, okay? Doesn't give a damn, a system that bombs innocent civilians, sovereign countries with the use of depleted uranium doesn't give a damn about your environment. A system that's promoting genetically modified food, that's pushing genetically modified food in our supermarkets and throughout our country, throughout our world, doesn't give a damn about your health care. We have to return to a basic, fundamental level of common sense. And that's what's missing. We lost our common sense when we believed the government, if you chose to believe that the government was telling you the truth about 9/11. It's a matter of a long-term conditioning process. You believe one big lie, who knows what else you'll believe. In fact, I believe there's a quote from Adolf Hitler: the bigger the lie, the more likely the people are to believe it. And I don't believe it took thousands of people to pull off 9/11. The other thing, and I mention this every now and then, this is not just about the United States. Again, China has the steel. China has the forensic evidence. It's China that the United States is planning to go to war with in the future. It's the Rand Corporation, the Rand think tank, that said they can boost the economy if they were to start another world war. And yet at the same time, we develop supersonic aircraft and we give it to China, and they fund our politicians, and it's just, you start to see what's going on. It becomes so obvious, and then you try to talk to other people about it, and they're like, you know, they're like, the game's on, we won. I'm like, you didn't win. You didn't win. You're losing the game, pal. You're losing your tribe, pal. You're losing your home, pal. You're losing your country, pal. You're not defending anybody or fighting for anything by chanting for one of these simulated digital characters on TV, because it's not real to you. It's not really real. It's the television set. It's the packaging. In fact, who wins some of these games is rigged as well. It's just like politics, and there's so much money involved and so many spectators, you can't take chances. And sometimes the NBA, the NFL, baseball, there's a lot of things that are done behind the scenes to make sure, and with gambling involved, that certain players sometimes take the fall. In boxing, we've seen this for years. Why don't you ask Don King about that? Do some research into the history of sports. Seriously. I think you're going to find a parallel between sports and politics. But this is the new Rome. We're witnessing the fall of Rome, and we are seeing the gladiator, spectator sports all over. Women are treated like pieces of flesh to be devoured, in my opinion, on the mainstream media and sports entertainment and the whole 9 yards. And your children are literally lapping this up. They're watching hardcore pornography at younger and younger ages, and this is greatly distorting their sense of self and how you treat someone in a relationship or in the bedroom. You have other things also taking place where young little boys at young ages learn how to kill brown-skinned people all over the world through games like Halo and Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2. And for a lot of people, it's like, hey, but we're having fun. We love gaming. We love connecting with people all over the internet saying, hey, pal, Brian in New Jersey, I'm about to shoot you. Ha, 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 ha. And then it's like, you would think that if this is all about love and connection and this, that, and the other, that, we might be able to develop a different type of a game. How about a game where we're connecting worldwide? We're trying to fix the world's problems, and maybe we're fighting tyranny, and we're fighting evil, and we're trying to get people out of FEMA camps, and maybe we're trying to wake people up. Maybe there'll be scenes like, something out of They Live, where we break into NBC and we take over their transmission. We try to wake the people up and let them know that martial law has been declared, and they're putting people in camps. A game like that. But no, they don't want to put a game like that out. They put a game out that speaks to your lower, darker nature that wants to kill, kill, kill. They got you in that Jack Boot Billy outfit, high tech to the max. In fact, these new helmets, man, that they're developing, it just, oh man, it scans your brain. It's able to tell you things that are happening remotely on the battlefield. It's beyond RoboCop. I mean, there are so many different ways they're merging man and machine when it comes to the battlefield. And these super soldiers they're building with these exoskeletons. I mean, robotic stuff, that is the future, and that's what they're getting your kids ready for. So they play the video games now, and later on, when they really unleash this stuff, they know how to use it. You think we're innocent here? My brothers and sisters, in our own backyard, we've got these weapons of war being manufactured in the Gorge. Willamette Week right here. It came from the Gorge, Hood River, home to windsurfers, microbrews, and military drones that help kill America's enemies. We've got Raytheon, we've got Lockheed Martin, we've got Boeing. We've got the weapons of war right here in our backyard. And we've got Hanford literally leaching contaminants into the Columbia River. The next big earthquake, what do you think that's going to do to our ecosystem? Well, that next big one, all that stuff they've been burying for years. Time is of the essence. I have to pick my words very carefully. But when you pay attention to what's going on with the environment, when you realize they are genetically engineering trees, just like food, whole Franken-tree forests in the southeast, when you realize that 100% of our streams in this country have mercury in them, when you start to realize all these different Monsanto, organ failure, liver failure, they are killing us. It's no longer a conspiracy theory. They want control of our vitamins and minerals, vitamins and nutrients. They want to regulate those supplements. John McCain's bill, learn about Codex Alimentarius, learn about all these different things taking place. It's also about Obama and Monsanto running the agriculture department. In fact, Monsanto is pouring a bunch of money into Portland State University to do favorable research on genetically modified food, the effects of GMO. We're going to feed the world, make it a better place for you and for me and the entire human race. We're going to have GMO Franken.